This is Roger Hibbard and his beautiful wife Elizabeth, and we're doing our 4 chapters a day, but now we're splitting it up so that it is just each chapter by itself. And we're going to be doing a long psalm. It's the Psalm 105, and it's pretty long. So get ready for a long psalm. Okay. Yeah, it's 45 verses. Okay. Psalm 45. Oh, give thanks to the Lord. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the peoples. Sing to him. Sing praises to him. Tell of all his wondrous works. Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Seek the Lord in his strength. Seek his presence continually. So we're to be a happy campers, right? To be happy and rejoice and cast our cares upon him. You know, when we're trying to do a lot of works I don't mean works for the Lord, I mean just stay alive and keep things rolling and all, and we're having a kind of a tough time. We're still to be happy, to be joyous, not happy, but joyous, and give thanks to the Lord. Remember the wondrous works that he has done, his miracles. Hey, I could use a miracle right now. And the judgments he uttered. O offspring of Abraham, his servant, children of Jacob, his chosen ones. You know, as Christians, we are now a chosen nation, a holy nation, a people belonging to God. Once we were not a people belonging to God, but now we are. That's over in Peter. I love that. We're a royal priesthood, a holy nation. He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. He remembers his covenant forever. The word that he commanded for 1,000 generations, the covenant that he made with Abraham, his sworn promise to Isaac, which he confirmed to Jacob as a statute, to everlasting as an everlasting covenant, saying, to you I will give the land of Canaan as your portion for an inheritance. World, listen up. That God has given Israel to Israel. When there were few in number and of little account, and sojourners in it, wandering from nation to nation, from one kingdom to another people, he allowed no one to oppress them. He rebuked kings on their account. You remember Pharaoh and the other king? I'll tell you his name in a minute. Saying, touch not my anointed words. Touch not my anointed ones. Do my prophets no harm. When he summoned a famine on the land and broke all supply of bread, he had sent a man ahead of them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave. His feet were hurt with fetters. His neck was put in a collar of iron, until what he had said came to pass. The word of the Lord tested him. The king sent and released him. The ruler of the people sent him free. He made him lord of his house and ruler of all his possessions, to bind his princes at his pleasure and to teach his elders wisdom. Then Israel came to Egypt. Jacob joined in the land of Ham. And the Lord made his people very fruitful and made them stronger than their foes. He turned their hearts to hate his people, to deal craftily with his servants. They put them as slaves, you know. He sent Moses, his servant, and Aaron, whom he had chosen. They performed his signs among them and miracles in the land of Ham. He sent darkness and made the land dark. They did not rebel against his word. He turned their waters into blood and caused their fish to die. Their land swarmed with frogs, even in the chambers of their kings. You know, God did all these miracles, and it is said that each miracle more or less was against their false gods, like the frogs and the different things that they used. He spoke, and there came swarms of flies and gnats. That's my little sweetheart. And gnats throughout their country. He gave them hail for rain and fiery lightning bolts through their land. He struck down their vines and fig trees and shattered the trees of their country. He spoke, and the locusts came, young locusts without number, which devoured all their vegetation in their land and ate up the fruit of their ground. He struck down all the firstborn in their land. Man, that's when they said, hey, y'all got to get out of here. Their first fruits of all their strength. So, yeah. Then he brought out Israel with silver and gold. They asked for their neighbors for all their silver and gold, and they gave it to them. They were fearful. And there was none among his tribes who stumbled. Egypt was glad when they departed, for dread of them had fallen upon it. He spread a cloud for a covering, and a fire to give light by night. They asked, and he brought quail, and gave them bread from heaven in abundance. He opened the rock, and water gushed out. It flowed through the desert like a river, for he remembered his holy promise, and Abraham his servant. So he brought his people out with joy, his chosen ones with singing. And he gave them the lands of the nations, and they took possession of the fruit of the people's toil, that they might keep his statutes and observe his laws. Praise the Lord. That's a great psalm. Wow, that's a long psalm, but it sure was great. That's Psalm 105. Now we're going to go to the New Testament, and we will be in John 7th chapter. But anyway, thank you for listening to Psalm 105.